Hello and welcome to KTEC Group. I'm Robert Knox, Managing Director. We'd like to show you our premises, particularly the new demonstration room layout. Come on in. What we specialise in is selling plain label rolls from our factory direct and a label printer, which we'll show you in a moment, so you can print your own full colour labels. Follow me. Some awards we've won, multiple awards, and our partner certificates. Let's go and see. A quick scan round, and we invite visitors to come and see the equipment. Let's do an overview. Here we go. A little bit in reverse, these are accessories label applicators, so after printing your labels you can put them on the products automatically. For example, square bottles, small tins. This is a round bottle applicator which I'll press the pedal on the floor. The label goes on automatically. This is a larger bottle, press the button or again a foot pedal. This one is for trays like sausages, boxes. Press the pedal or press the button and the label goes on automatically. Let's have a look at some label printers here. This one starts quite low cost. It's actually printing black, or in this case printing a shiny foil. Let me just trigger that one so we can see it working. It's printing a foil design over a pre-coloured design which we've already printed on one of our colour printers. This one is unusual. It has fused powder toner like a large laser printer, but again roll fed at the back. And we've actually got it set to auto dispense, so if I pull the label out, there we go. This one is a larger, wider version. Here we're just printing a plain label on the back and printing an image and using an automatic guillotine cutter, which is another option on most label printers. This one can do black or it can do foil, the same as the first one. Let's move on to our full colour printers. This is a starter pack, small colour printer with plain labels inside, colour ink, and you can print full colour labels, low cost. This one, quite unusual. It's looking at the screen, you can see we've got a design on there, and by clicking a button it will trace the outside of the image automatically and create a cut line. So what it's going to do is print the image, and then in a moment after printing it will back up and cut the label out. So quite a unique machine called LX610e, again from Primera stable. Let's see that work. So finishing the colour, a plain roll in the back. So the advantage of having plain roll, not having cut labels, the machine is now going to cut out the label. Bring it to the front when it's finished and automatically cut off the label when we set it to do that. So there's the label, and you can see it's cut to shape, even with a colour bleed. Very nice. This one is a wider version, up to 8 inches wide. The same high photo quality printing. This is the new one from Primera with bulk ink tanks fitted, which I can show you when it's finished, or if I open the door we can see it running. So there's it printing, and here's the bulk ink tanks, which are easy to replace. photo quality. Available in a pigment ink for water resistance, and also a dye ink for indoors maximum colour vibrancy. These printers, they're from VIPColor. They are extra wide again, 8 inches. Very large ink tanks inside, 250 millilitres each ink tank, bulk ink tanks, 2 black, and they produce a very nice vibrant colour and a jet black image. This one has an internal roll holder, dust resistance. This one is in the same family, can have external roll holders, and we have them up to 400 millimeters diameter if needed, so we can have a roll to roll situation. They're quite high speed. Let me show you this running. This is printing at 8 inches a second, quite high fast, ideal for producing large quantities of labels at high speed, safe for food and drink, and vibrant colours. The printer uses an enhanced dye ink, which means it has a very high water resistance, so ideal for fridge, deep freeze, not necessarily outdoor, but most other applications. Okay, over the other side of the demonstration room we have the OKI Pro. That is a colour printer, CYMK, but also white. Unusual that it can add the white print. Ideal for, say, printing a label with already black background and just printing the white in colours. Here it is running, and here's the labels coming out quite fast. Normally, obviously, we'd use a roll rewinder to wind them onto a roll. With this printer we've invented a new type of material called GripLas. It's a textured finish, ideal for beer bottles and beer cans, so when it's wet and being drunk it does not slip out of your hand. The OKI Pro is quite unique. People may know from their office printers a fused toner technique, heat fused toner. It uses the powder in a drum, and the image is printed electrostatically, and then the toner is fused through a heater at the end. It gives a very durable print. We can particularly use uncoated label. There's no special inkjet coating required, and in addition we can pre-colour, pre-flood colour, or even use pre-made black, blue, single colour, partly printed images on the label, and then add the variable data at the end. Because it's fused toner, it has a very high durability, even for outdoor use on, say, polypropylene backing. These are Epson inkjet printers. We're a main gold partner and literally have sold hundreds of these either into industrial and retail. This is the 6500. It's available, 6000 series. It's available as a 4-inch one or an 8-inch one. Very high quality printing, and we're using a rewinder to catch the labels onto a roll ready for use. This one is the 7500G, available for matte or glossy, and very high speed printing. Prints at 300mm or a foot a second. This one is showing the small width labels for small bottles like aromatherapy or vape juice, that sort of thing. Again rewinding onto a roll ready for use. The 6000 series has 80mm cartridges CYMK to each side, and the 7500 has much larger 300mm ink cartridges, ink tanks if you like, lasting many thousands of labels. So this one particularly for high volume use, this one for medium volume use. Now let's look at the new Epson 4000 series. This is a brand new model out, or pair of models really. We've got the MK version for matte paper and the BK version for gloss paper. Normally the roll would be inside, but we're showing our external roll holder that will allow us to fit all of our larger size rolls, so less changeover times. An interesting feature of the Epson 4000 is a new wireless link where we can use our mobile phone to simply print, select and print a label. Let's see that working. So here you can see we've got different labels. That was bolognese here. Why doesn't it select? Oh, it does. Let's have some bolognese. Inside the 4000 we've got the 50 milliliter ink tanks, CYMK and K for True Black. This technique we've branded as touch to label, and if you have a look over here we've got two further models. This one where we can set a series of photographs of the product we actually want to label. Let's have a crusty roll label. Obviously enter a quantity. It's automatically peeling, and we can select other pictures, and in fact it's doing all the bolded allergens for Natasha's Law. Date, price, barcode, everything we need on that label. Then over here, sorry, that one is direct thermal only, meaning rather like a till receipt, it's turning the label black with heat. Over here we've got direct thermal again, but with the option to put a ribbon in, so a black ribbon, so the label could be pre-printed with your own logo. And here we've got a slightly different method of selection. We can click on the menu here, or we can type a short code name, CH, Christmas turkey or chicken Caesar, pick the one we want and then print the label. And again it can have the dispensing mode, the issue mode, or a roll rewinder depending on what we want. These two printers and the Epson that we looked at as well, the 4000, are wireless linked, which enables us to help customers manage their database by downloading, or rather uploading, the information onto the cloud, and the printers can automatically pick that label down, or we can push the data out. Say there was like 2 or 3 printers in a company or a group, we can push the updates to the printers to keep them up to date every time there's a small change on a product. Right, let's finish on the finishers. Have a look at this. Normally we would supply from our factory rolls where the labels are already cut to size with the label gap or a black mark on the back, and that's used to register the label in the printer so you can print the image in the right place. But have a look at the finisher. This is a step down in cost of operating, because we can supply customers with plain roll, not even cut, just slit to width, and that will go in the label printer. So in the label printer, you can print the colour images you need on uncut labels, and the finisher here will digitally cut out the shape. You can optionally add a clear laminate, which gives sort of belt and braces finish for chemical labels or scratch and scuff durability. Digital cutting, slitting, waste removal, sorry, we're not set that up yet. It'll pull the waste off. So in the end, we get the labels with fully die cut. The good thing is any shape or size given the width of the roll. And we have different machine widths. We have, this one is actually a 220 wide one, but we start with a 150 wide, 220 and 350. So if anybody's got a large printer like an Indigo or a Mimaki, we can automatically make label rolls from plain roll. On the screen here you can see a cut diagram. Every label artwork that is sent to us or the customers have usually has a cut line, and that's used where the knife will follow and cut out the labels. I'll show you some video of the machine working